Okay, let's check gold, silver. Oh my goodness, all the futures. Nothing, barely anything in the entire world over 1% of movement, up or down. Take a look at cryptos here. We have Bitcoin. Yeah, the cryptos are moving more than anything, but we're only talking like 1%. 1% of movement. Bitcoin's at 61,810. See what was a high here recently. Yeah, 62,149 this morning at 8 a.m. Eastern time. But not a lot of movement in anything right now. Again, we are on the precipice of something major happening. Black Swan event. When will we see it? When we least expect it. That's what a Black Swan event is. But know that this system is going down. There's a battle going on. We are at war, people. We are at war. All right, item 3, geopolitical. Nothing to report. That's it. You can look around everywhere and find all kinds of machinations about all kinds of things. Which is basically circus going on politically back and forth. But basically we have two lines drawn. One of the big things, there's a couple big things going on, I will say. Over in the Ukraine, a lot of provocations going on there. Russia's moving assets and hardware back up to an area where they could potentially use them. Yeah, a lot of provocations. Ukraine has been using some drones that they purchased, I believe, from Turkey. And Turkey actually had Russia contact them about this, but they're using drones and attacking people. They've taken over some cities and taking some incursions going down into Donetsk. Lugansk, so far, nothing. But, yeah, Russia has vowed that they will protect Russian citizens. And apparently quite a few Russian citizens there in the Donetsk region have been arrested and taken into custody. So this could potentially heat up, especially with the energetics that we're looking at. So we could see something kick off there. Plus, the United States sending a missile cruiser over to the Black Sea, join a few other ships there. That's not good. So a lot of tension building up there. What else do we have? Australia, our brothers and sisters in Australia. Your government has gone totally communist, totally off the rails. As we were talking about New Zealand, Australia is very intense. Australians, I'm not sure if you realize this, people, but they have very, very strong, and they've been giving fines to people in Australia for not wearing their mask properly. I reported a few weeks ago, there was a woman, they have like a 5-second rule or something crazy that if you're in a restaurant, you can pull your mask down to like sip coffee or tea or take a bite, but only for 5 seconds. This woman actually violated the 5-second rule, I think, by 2 seconds. She was eating something. She was grabbed by the police who were there watching. She was arrested because she had her mask down to take a bite of something 2 seconds longer than she had to. Now, along with this and these harsh restrictions they have there, they have fines that are associated with this that I guess are, they really build up over time, these heavy fines. And what they have begun doing, they are actually going after these people and seizing their bank accounts, and in some cases seizing their property, their homes. Also taking away their driver's license and all permits. They're saying they're doing this under the authority of the Australian government to pay their COVID fines. And so they are actually taking people's bank accounts and selling their homes at auction to pay for fines for not wearing a mask properly or not social distancing properly. We're on full-blown communism there. Don't know what to tell you guys. Max Igan, Crow House, if you're familiar with that, he escaped Australia recently. I know we have a lot of listeners down there. And, prayers to you guys. Stand strong. Now New Zealand's all in. Australia's right there. Full-blown communism. Because we're looking basically at World War III here of communist takeover of the world. And UK, you're right behind them. Let's see, when will it be? December. I guess it goes into effect right before Christmas. Yeah, how convenient. How convenient. Yeah, this is by intention, by design. In the United States, you're right behind these guys. Okay, they're saving the United States, I believe, for after the UK. And they're running some pretty heavy beta test here for what's going on. So everyone needs to be advised. They're going to pull out all the stops when we get into this. And it's a geopolitical right now. I know it's not too cheery, but you know what? We are rolling up. Let's go back to space weather, and I'm sure Laura Walker will address this. soon. A lot of people are. We're approaching our Pluto return for the United States. And not only that, it will be during, and that Pluto return happens, I guess it starts in January, and we're actually starting to pick up the energies of it right now. But we have another situation where Venus is going retrograde December 18th to January 29th, which will be during the Pluto return for the United States, and that bodes not too well for the financial situation of the United States and geopolitical. Things are going to heat up, and they are in a desperate situation right now. The communists who have taken control of the United States government, they're going to pull out all the stops, people. They're going to pull out all the stops, so you have to be aware of this, and we'll talk about that in our tip of the day. All right, geopolitically, that's it. Unfortunately, all I have to share with you right now, just be advised, things are heating up, and they'll continue to be so all the way into the new year. Just saying, okay? Just telling you the truth. It's the way it is. Alrighty, moving right along, let's go to item 4, Earth changes. Yeah, what do we have here? Yeah, we could, and I talked about this about a week ago, we could see this first week in November, we could see a pattern flip of the different flows of air, etc., that could lead to heavy snow in the Midwest and Northeast. Coming right up. Yeah, the coldest air so far this season will clash with mild air across the south, setting the stage for a potential winter-like storm late this week, including the risk of accumulating snow. Yeah, how much snow could we get? Kind of hard to see. Let's see. Yeah, we'll just have to see how it plays out. But we're talking, yeah, all of the Northeast. And we have rains continuing through the Mid-Atlantic, and that's continuing along. But again, this pattern and temperature flip could lead to heavy snow. We've talked about this. This is going to be a situation where that's going to be paired in with the geopolitical we need to be aware of. So if you're in the northeastern United States, get ready. It's going to get cold. And the Midwest, potential snow. Of course, we had out west the heavy rains. There was flooding out there. A lot of things happened on the west coast, northwest coast. This is going to be an interesting winter. It is record-breaking. You can hear me say that a lot. Record-breaking. So be advised. All right, moving right along. Let's go to item 5, tip of the day. Tip of the day. Okay, talking about the geopolitical situation, the communists attempting to take control and to crack down on the populace. And that in combination with the potential Northern Hemisphere extreme cold weather coming up, you need to really make some plans for this. You've heard me talk about it, and if you think I'm just beating the drum, yes I am. Yes I am, because it's going to get cold here in the Northern Hemisphere, and they could potentially use that against us. Plus, we have all kinds of geopolitical things that could lead to warfare, so you really need to do some prep. I talk about it a lot, but I'm telling you right now, my tip of the day is get off your rear and take care of it. Can you stay warm? Can you feed yourself? Do you have things you need? Think about power going out, bang, and not coming back on for quite some time. This could be weather related, this could be solar related, this could be geopolitically related. Terrorism, man-made. How about from our own alleged government who's cracking down against the people? Okay, remember Biden talking about it's going to be a long, dark winter? People like to brag about what they're going to do. You don't want to get in a situation here in the Northern Hemisphere, in the UK, or anywhere in Europe or here in North America, where it becomes a long, dark winter, and you're not ready for it. Okay? So, again, it's so important. I can't stress it enough. Prepare for potential power outages and disruptions in supply. I cannot stress this enough. That's my tip of the day. I'm not kidding you. I'm being very, very serious about this. I've been busy all weekend. I feel it. A lot of people are feeling it. Even though I'm prepped and other people are prepped, they're like, wait a minute. Let's look at worst case scenario. Now, down under, you got electoral system and your governments in New Zealand and Australia. And you need to prep for this. South America also, our listeners there, Uruguay, Paraguay, Brazil, Peru, wherever you may be listening, Ecuador, you need to be aware of this also, because winter is coming for you in a few months. I mean, now you make hay while the sun shines, literally, and think about the winter that's coming up, because they will. When I say they, I'm talking about the powers that be in World War IV that we're in right now. This is basically a communist take over the world, and they will try to use this against you. Every tool they can use. So, it's kind of a heavy tip of the day, but I cannot stress it enough. I am so serious. You know, and you've heard me say, if you've listened to PIR for years, now you've heard me say that the earth changes are going to eclipse all of the geopolitical and economic stuff that everybody, you know, frets over so much. Those will pale in comparison to what we're going to see. Okay? And those are just the facts. Right? Okay. Moving right along. Let's go to, last but not least, the prophetic word of the day by Doug Addison. God is speaking through the Bible. November 1st, 2021. God is speaking through the Bible. That is so true. And what does God say in the Bible? God wins. Right? So, in all of this, everything I'm telling you, the geopolitical, the tip of the day, kind of heavy, know that God wins. Okay? But you've got to do your part. You must do your part. Take care of yourself. Take care of your family. Take care of those whom you love. Take care of yourself is most important. Right? Because if you're not good, nobody else will be. You know, that's a first responder thing. The most important person on any disaster scene is you. Because if you don't take care of yourself, and if you don't watch out for yourself, how are you going to help anybody else? So anyway, and again, God is speaking through the Bible, and God wins. That is just the way that is.